look, if you're a Tesla shareholder, for Trump getting in is basically a champagne moment. And I believe starts to unlock, we've talked about on the show, the $1 trillion of AI valuation now starting to get unlocked with Trump in the White House.
Yeah, just because of the jump in the stock yesterday, Elon Musk added $26.5 billion.
He made a good trade
to his pot. So
he backed the right horse.
I guess it was a good trade. Can we talk regulation? What's the regulatory landscape going to look like? What does that mean for tech? How do you game that right now?
Well, I think the biggest, look, take any horror movie you want. That's really been what Khan's been to tech companies.
Khan at the FTC.
So when you look at Khan at the FTC, has really been that nightmare for big tech in terms of M&A, deals, anything they do. And that's been an issue. That's been overhanging on a lot of these stocks. Not just Google, Apple, and some others. I think the view is heavy view that she's gone at the FTC, and that ultimately will let a much more friendly deal environment for tech.
But that doesn't pertain to Europe, though. Or does it? I mean,
sure. Now, in Europe, big tech, I mean, they're used to fines are almost like cups of coffee there. So that's always they're always going to get that from Brussels. But the big issue's been, Lina Khan from FTC has really been the big issue. With her looking to be out, that's another part of this rally here, because I think what it's going to do is going to be a tidal wave of M&A. You're going to see big tech. You still have DOJ and some other issues, but you see them more aggressive from an AI perspective. And this is really what tech investors want to see. Less regulatory, and then we got to see a red sweep. You combo that, that's something that's a backdrop that's very, very bullish for tech investors.
There's been some comments from Trump and from Vice President-elect J.D. Vance, negative towards maybe some social media and tech in general. How do you take that into account?
Yeah, I mean, look, they're not fans of Google, Meta. The irony is you look at TikTok, Trump getting in basically means TikTok, they're not going to get banned, and I don't think anything changed from an ownership perspective.
So with President-elect Trump in the White House, what does that mean for TikTok?
So from a twilight zone, even though he started to get the actual looking to get TikTok banned, here we are, 180, it's the opposite. Actually not supporting a TikTok ban. So now TikTok doesn't get banned. Now part of that is because Trump is very negative toward Google, Meta. So when you think about it from a tech perspective, and you saw it a little in the stocks yesterday, I'd expect them a little 12-round battle that they'll be going through with Trump in terms of some of the issues around, what we see on social media, Section 230, which has obviously been the shield.
And what is Section 230?
So Section 230 is really what shields social media companies legally, and that's been a big contentious issue. The view is if Trump comes in, what happens to Section 230? I don't think anything happens per se, but when you look at some of the risk, quote unquote, in terms of big tech, definitely on social media, and then clearly on the China issue in terms of he'll be a lot harsher on tariffs, but now the difference is who's to his right as the whisper? It's Musk. So Musk is going to be able, I think, and the view is on the street, navigate these issues when it comes to China, tariffs, AI, with now being the sort of whisper